Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought it'd be fun to go through all of the Tortimer or Tortimer trading cards that exist. We have done this before with Tom Nook cards and it was pretty well received, and it's just really fun all round to kind of take a look at the history and how trading cards have evolved with certain characters. So I think I've put these in kind of time order from left to right and top to bottom. Sadly, Tortimer doesn't have many trading cards these days, but there was many cards kind of from the earlier games, because he was kind of replaced by Isabel as one of the main characters, so there's a bit of a reason why. Anyway, the gloves are out again because I have taken these cards out of the sleeves in order just to see them a little bit better so the light doesn't shine off the sleeves and things like that. So we'll start with the earliest. And of course, we have the Tortimer. I like to say Tortimer. I know everyone says it's Tortimer, but so Tortimer's kind of first ever trading card, I believe, is the Japanese e-reader card. And this was, of course, part of Series 1, released alongside the GameCube version. And there's a little bit of a blurb here. We've seen this before. I think a little bit about probably star signs and interests and some general stuff about Tortimer. He obviously looks a little bit different in the Japanese games because he doesn't wear the hat, and I think he has a different outfit as well. But very cute card. I love this card. It was one of the first ones I got as well, I believe. And in the same era, Tortimer in Japan actually saw a second card. This is super cute. There was many promo cards in the Japanese e-reader cards that were all released alongside the GameCube versions of the game. And for whatever reason, Japan, I think it's just they always have like awesome merchandise, and they just have more of it as well. So they saw a lot more promo cards. This was one of the promo cards, and as you can see, pretty much the same. I think the stuff is different on the back, and of course the image is different. He's drinking some tea or something like that, looking super cute, kneeling down as well on a little mat there. So this is a promo card. It was available with the Takara figures, so I believe you would buy a figure, open it up, and you'd get a random card inside. There's conflicting stories whether it was random or whether there were set cards in each figure. We don't really know for sure, but this would have been available in one of those packages, or potentially some of the larger figure sets as well. So they were quite hard to get. They are pretty hard to get, all the promo ones. And again, similarly in the West, in the United States, we saw some English e-reader cards, of course, and Tortimer with his little bow tie. He does, in fact, have a different outfit, which is really cool. And of course, his hat, actually his glasses look different as well. But yeah, so Tortimer got a card in English as well. And it is the same as this one in terms of content when you scan these e-reader cards, because they do have dot codes along the top there, and you scan them on an e-reader. And I believe this in the American game and that one in the Japanese game unlocks the same content, I think. I might be wrong on that though. But yeah, here we get a better idea of the back of the cards. We've got his star sign, a little about his species, a profile on him, and of course a password, which we get to put into the game, and you would receive a random item and things like that. So really cool cards. They obviously are the kind of precursor to Amiibo cards, so you would swipe these, get content and things like that. So that's the GameCube era of the cards. Moving on, we have a Tortimer card from the Wild World days. Now, there wasn't many cards that I know of released alongside Wild World. In fact, the only ones were these ones that were kind of believed to be pre-order bonuses. And at the time, Animal Crossing wasn't that big, so it was promoted as the makers of Nintendogs, as if that was a bigger franchise at the time, which is hard to believe. So these were a little pre-order bonus in England, of all places, which is really cool. And you would get a pack of these. I think they contain 5 cards, and they basically are just trading cards. Pretty good quality though. And here we just have a little blurb about Tortimer, and it's really interesting because the artwork on these cards, we don't even know how many there are, but the ones I've seen so far, I've got about 12 of them or something. The ones I've seen all have unique artwork on as well, which is really cool. So that was released alongside the Wild World on kind of the DS era. Moving on now, that was pretty short-lived, the Wild World days. There wasn't too much merchandise, at least in England, and I haven't discovered any like in Japan yet either. But we're moving on to the Wii now, and we've got City Folk here, so we're kind of back to a more of a traditional trading card, I would say. And these were available in Japan, but this time as part of a sweets or candy packet. So you'd get a candy and you would get a trading card basically. And on the back, it is actually part of a puzzle that makes up a massive Let's Go to the City or City Folk kind of box art title screen, and you slide them all together and it's a bit of a puzzle. So that's what the back of these ones look like, but it's basically just a character trading card. There's no profile, just the City Folk logo. You can tell it is because it has the little bus icon there. So this was released in 2008. So these ones, I'm missing details here, so sorry about that. The e-reader cards are from like 2001, 2002 time. That must have been 2005, I think, or 2006 maybe, by the time it came out in England. And then this was 2008 in Japan. So really cool to see that. And again, this was kind of, we could just call them like candy cards. I don't really know. It's just a trading card that came with candy. Next up, we have, moving on a little bit from City Folk, we have a movie card, and this is kind of where we first started seeing not necessarily holographic, but like glittery finishes, and that's the same stuff we see on Amiibo today, which is really cool. So it's kind of nice seeing how trading cards have evolved in the Animal Crossing world. But again, we've got some unique movie artwork, and these are released alongside the Animal Crossing movie, which was released kind of around, wait, I'm gonna get this wrong. Okay, I got the order wrong because this should have been before City Folk because it came during the Wild World days. And if we check the back here, we have 2005, 2006. So Japan were a little ahead in terms of game releases. So it was in the Wild World era. So I got the timeline wrong. This comes before the City Folk one. In fact, these two are going to be the wrong way around as well now. But again, we've just got a little bit of a profile here. And because he was a character in the movie, so it's really nice. All these movie cards are this kind of green tint with this nice shiny glittery finish, and it's just really cool. Swap these around now. And moving on to this one. So this was about the same era, made by a company called Glycos. It was licensed, so it's not kind of official Nintendo, but it was officially licensed, so it is in partnership with Nintendo. And basically this was similar to this one, was a candy card. And this is an interesting one because I've shown these before and this is still sealed. But basically it's a trading card with a sticker on top. And let's just check the back here real quick. It gives us a little bit of insight again about Tortimer, but the interesting thing about this is you would peel off this sticker and it would reveal an English version of the card. So we have some Japanese text on here and you would peel off the sticker. I don't know if I can show it somehow. I might insert a little clip here where I'm shining it up to the light after I've finished recording, but you can probably see through it and you'll see there's a bit of a English word underneath, and again it will be another pose from Tortimer. So another candy card there, and that of course comes at the same era as the Wild World and the movie. So it goes Wild World, movie, and then the City Folk one. And then there was nothing, I couldn't find one for Animal Crossing New Leaf. I looked everywhere and I've checked all my collection, and at least from what I know, Tortimer didn't get a card in the New Leaf days, and I think that's because Isabelle was the prominent character introduced in New Leaf, so there sadly wasn't any kind of place for Tortimer. He appeared on the island pretty much and didn't really have necessarily a main role, so unfortunately, unless I'm wrong, didn't see quite a New Leaf card. If you know of one, please let me know because it means I need to find it. Anyway, which of course brings us to kind of Happy Home Designer era, which kind of falls in line with New Leaf, I guess, just a little bit later with the Welcome Amiibo update. But Tortimer did get an Amiibo card, of course, and again, you can see that finished. In fact, let's compare these. They are almost identical. In fact, the Amiibo ones might be a little bit smaller and a lot more of them. Almost like it's had two coats of this kind of glitter. But you can see how it's evolved, which is really cool. So yeah, Tortimer got an Amiibo card. I don't have any of the English Amiibo cards apart from Series 5. Because I was impatient and Japan got them first originally, so I ended up ordering packs from Japan at the time to get the Japanese ones, so I don't have any English ones, but I believe the artwork is the same. The only thing that's different is the languages for the names. I think the dice and everything like that is the same. So that is the most recent Tortimer trading card, I believe. We don't have any others, but we do have a bit of an honorable mention, and that is this card here. A really, really cute artwork. I've just started looking at these cards in a little more detail, so I might make a separate video on that. But this is from a set of character cards, or Karuta cards. And basically this was a Club Nintendo reward in Japan, where you get a pack of cards, and it's a game in Japan. I'm not entirely sure how to play it. So if you know, please let me know. But basically every single card has unique artwork in this very adorable kind of pencil almost art style. So it's really nice to see unique artwork, and I think a video would be really cool to go over every card and just have a look at it, because there's stuff in there I haven't even seen. I just flicked through it just now to see if there was a Tortimer one, and there was, because my box is in a box to keep it safe, so I've never really looked at it too much. But this is a bit of an honorable mention. We've got some players there and Tortimer, and this of course you can tell by kind of the finish of the card at the top there. This is from the City Folk era. So that, again, I think for 500 points or something you could redeem a box of these. If I can find a picture, or I'll take a picture, I'll put it on screen. And basically it's a big set of cards released alongside City Folk, and that's really cool. So this is a bit of an honorable mention because it's obviously not his card necessarily, because players feature on it too. But yeah, really cool little extra one. So there we have it. That's, as far as I can tell, every Tortimer trading card, at least what I have in my collection. We had a little bit of a mix-up with the timeline, but I believe now it goes GameCube, Wild World on the DS, Movie, City Folk, Happy Home Designer / Welcome Amiibo update for New Leaf, and of course this works in New Horizons as well. And then an honorable mention for a kind of a bonus pack that was released alongside City Folk, so it would have fallen in here somewhere in between these two. So maybe we'll just put that there for now, and that is kind of the timeline there. So that's all there is. Not as many of the Tortimer cards as there is Tom Nook cards, but still really awesome to look through. I hope you enjoyed it. If I missed out any information, feel free to leave a question in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. I don't script these videos, I just kind of have fun with it, so I'm bound to miss something. But it's just really fun to look at these, so I hope you enjoyed it as well. Let me know who you'd like to see next. I thought Isabel would be a good one, but she has more Amiibo cards than anything else because she was introduced in New Leaf, of course. But maybe another character as well. Who's your favorite? Let me know and we'll do those next. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know out of these which is your favorite card and artwork. If I had to pick, it would probably be the promo Tortimer, because he's like, why are you disturbing me taking a picture? I'm just trying to enjoy myself and relax. I think that's pretty cute. But there we go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.